I'm here with Mairi Ella Challen, one of the young people at Playbox Theatre. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to me today.
You're welcome. Playbox Theatre it's mammoth. It's workshops, it's teaching children from early stages like 3 years old to their 20s, and it's a massive family. It's an extended family throughout the whole of Warwickshire, and we do shows, and we just you learn so much from just being in Playbox and having such lovely and caring and experienced directors mentoring you, and there's all sorts of opportunities. There's musical theatre, there's circus, there's Shakespeare, and it's taught me a lot, and a lot of others too. I think when I was slightly younger, I was like, wow, it's addictive almost. You get hyped and you think it's like the thriller of acting and people noticing you and what have you, and you think, oh yes, I'd love to do this for the rest of my life. So yeah, there was a point, but then obviously I grew up and I found lots of other things that I was interested in. But yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. It's always there. I knew Sophie before she was in Game of Thrones, and I know how much she loved Playbox. She was so deeply involved in it, the same way that we all have been. And I believe it must have taught her a lot and must have got her really excited about drama in the same way that it has for everyone. And for that reason, yeah, absolutely, it's definitely a fantastic first place to go if you're interested and just want to find out more about all things drama related, to be honest. Before the book, the casting agency was called The Book, Playbox have always had its connections through many means, casting directors and what have you. So, to be honest, it was more a matter of Juliet, who works here, calling my mum up and saying, would you be interested in your child sending a photo in for this audition? Because we sort of were thinking about running like a semi-casting agency, and it was before it was called The Book. And they had a few successes just through their connections. And I think obviously they've given several of us so many amazing opportunities. Why not make it into an agency, which is now The Book, and lots of people are involved in it, and it's great. Even if people don't have successes or they're never called back. Still, like travelling to London and things and having the opportunity to audition is so exciting, and it just teaches you a lot about the industry. It's great. Okay, so I think I was 9 years old and my mum picked up a telephone phone call, and I remember sitting on my computer, like you do, and she said, "This is very exciting, Mairi Ella. We have been asked if you'd like to send a photo of yourself in and potentially be in this massive film called Alice in Wonderland, and it's a Tim Burton film, Mairi Ella, and Johnny Depp's even in it. How exciting is that?" But stupidly, as a 9-year-old, I wasn't fazed. I was like, nah, I'd rather not. I actually remember saying I'd rather not take part and just go back to my computer game. But thankfully, my parents pushed me, so thank you, parents. So then it was a matter of sending in photos and seeing if I looked like the main Alice, Mia, who was playing lead role. Because I was younger Alice, I was 6-year-old Alice, I think they called me, yeah. And apparently I did look like her, and I had her eyes, which was lovely. So then it was travelling up to London and reading the text, and I think I had about a couple of auditions. One of them was with the main casting director, Susie Figgis, and the next one was in Tim Burton's house, which was freaky and kind of awesome. And then I got the part. So yeah, that was ace. I got a huge impression. I was like I think I turned 10, so I was just a naive 10-year-old and I had no idea about anything that would happen backstage or how the whole thing fitted together. So I filmed on set, and then I also filmed on a green screen, which was mind-blowing. It was a huge studio and it was all completely this huge bright neon green everywhere. Everything was covered in green. Sort of made your head ache after a while. And it was just constantly busy. So many people were involved, so many people were holding stuff up and sorting things out and being told to do this, that, and it was just buzzing with crew who you never see and you never take any notice of, and they're sort of the unsung heroes, I guess. What funny tales. Funny tales is when I met some of the huge Hollywood celebrities and I was completely starstruck, as you would be. There was Johnny Depp, obviously, who I had a scene with, which was mental. I was just completely, I remember my hands were shaking. I remember he said, I'm trying to remember what he said. I was just completely in shock, and I remember him saying, "Oh, I love your hair, can I have it?" Because obviously at that point my hair was like bleached Alice in Wonderland blonde. And I was just like, that was crazy. Just meeting them all were crazy. Just makeup, hair. So much crew, so much excitement. For my hair was white. It was yellow white. It was like straw. They bleached it several times. I think I counted and I remember it being around 12, 13 times. It was bleached again and again and again, and it got whiter and whiter and whiter, and the condition of my hair was terrible. They had to pay for, after the filming was done, they were like, okay, we're going to pay for some treatment for your hair because we have killed your hair. Your hair is dead. It's going to take many years for your hair to grow back. It did. It took about 3 to 4 years for my hair to go back to its normal state. So that was interesting, starting a new school with like yellow hair and brown hair. I started dip dye. That was me. I started that trend. I'm not in the book any longer, but for the few years that I was in it, I know a lot of people that also were in the book, and it is difficult, especially when you're so young and when so many young children have this like deep desire, this sort of tainted desire to be an actress and to be in this film and that film, and really they have no idea. And it's so many young people, they don't think about it properly and they think it's going to be easy and simple and you're going to get this audition and that audition and you're just going to get in and then you're going to be a big Hollywood star or whatever. But I know a lot of people that were disappointed because they'd be called for audition upon audition upon audition and they think, oh, when am I ever going to get my shot? And they think, oh, Mairi Ella, you've been so lucky, which I was incredibly lucky. But obviously it's such a huge percentage of people that will never ever break through and never get such an opportunity like I did. So it is very, very difficult, and that it probably puts quite a lot of people off. But I guess it's just a matter of how much you want it and yeah, work hard. Afterwards, I just remember thinking, oh great, that's me set. You know, I've been in a film now. People are going to be calling me up all the time. didn't quite work out like that. Obviously, I still went to quite a lot of auditions, and I went to London, I went to this place and that place. So I did audition for quite a while, and I still wanted it. But again, I think I was quite naive about how it would work out. And I thought I'd be all set, and I'd be like, famous actress or whatever. But no, that didn't happen. But then, starting high school, I remember falling in love with all sorts of other things, which young people do, of course. Like, they find new subjects that they're interested in. And I've still always going to love drama. I did drama GCSE, and I'm doing drama A-level, and obviously I'm addicted to Playbox. I have been in countless shows just because I love it so much. And I think as long as I'm involved in drama and acting in that way, then I'll be happy.